Okay, feels like I got my mojo back. But yeah, good afternoon once again. With the caption Pandef. Okay, so it has the caption Pandef reiterates call for support of Attah-led Reconciliation Committee. And I said, okay, what's happening? Let me look deeper at this news report. And then I read it, and it reads like this: the Pan Niger-Delta Forum, Pandef, the apex socio-political voice of the South people, has called on all stakeholders to collaborate fully with the Obong Attah-led Peace and Reconciliation Committee, which was constituted at its General Assembly on the 24th of October 2024. Pandef National Chairman Ambassador B. Igali made the appeal yesterday, noting that the committee, which comprises some of the most respected, accomplished and patriotic Nigerian elder statesmen from the region, have accepted to make personal sacrifices to intervene and resolve the current political conflict in Rivers State, which has been counterproductive and wasteful. Now, they include Obong Attah. You know him, right? A renowned national leader and former governor of Akwa Ibom State, known for his exemplary leadership and commitment to peace and development. There is Senator Roland Oye, a seasoned politician and former chief whip of the 4th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with extensive experience in legislative affairs and conflict resolution. There is Senator Engineer Emmanuel Ibok Essien, a highly respected engineer and former chief whip of the 5th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with a strong track record in public service and community development. There is Chief Mrs. Senator Stella Omu, a distinguished politician and former chief whip of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with a wealth of experience in public administration and women's empowerment. Now, there is Colonel Peter Asam Mbu Oga, a decorated military officer. There are other names, and then when I decided to look at what this committee intends to reconcile on, I saw this news being cast on TVC, and talking about how they intend to bring about an end to political wranglings in the South region, River State included. And it got me thinking. It really got me thinking. Have we not gone past the stage where there will be a peaceful resolution to this issue? Because we've seen elder statesmen in the state, some jump on the political arguments for and against the political actors in the political drama we're experiencing in this state. All right, so I was telling you about the news item that I saw being broadcast on TVC, and I followed it up on YouTube, and it has the caption. You can go watch it. Pandef urges Fubara Wike orderly to work with the Attah-led Reconciliatory Committee. And then I got thinking, okay, so they want to reconcile. I remember one time on this show we talked about how on Wike said he has gone past the point where he would want to work with Fubara again. So what then will peace entail? Will peace mean what everybody melembe like the former governor would say, up until when it is time for electioneering, campaigning and all of that? Is that a possibility? Is that something that we can say will happen? Then there is also the issue of elder statesmen. Like I just mentioned not too long ago, we've seen different divides of elder statesmen. Some for on Wike, some for Fubara and Orderly. But the list that I just read out of the list of names in that committee seemingly are not even from the state. They're from other South states. Will they be able to I mean, wonderful names, wonderful pedigree, I would say. Chief Whip, Fort National Assembly, Chief Whip of the Senate, Fort National Assembly. And if you count, we are in the 11th. Am I right? I think 11th National Assembly. Is it 10th? 10th National Assembly. One of them. I can't remember the figure now. But I mean, think about it. These are seasoned politicians. A former governor, Obong Attah, did a very good work. After, what's his name? I think it was after Akpabio, right? And he did a great work in terms of ruling Akwa Ibom State. So when you look at all of these things, right, will they be able to bring about peace? The president wasn't able. The elders in the state have not been able. Clerics have not been able. Remember, we talked about the roles that the clerics can play in the state. The clerics have not been able. So I'm wondering if these individuals can help broker peace in River State. I don't know where your mind is at, but I like it if you can attempt to answer this question, if they can help broker peace in River State. And Pandef is saying, hey, political actors, all of you in this political drama, please, can you work with? Remember, there is the PDP Reconciliatory Committee as well, who is saddled with the responsibility of uniting these political actors in the state. Remember, they were all of the PDP at some point. I don't know if some have moved, but they were all of the PDP at some point. And the PDP itself is finding it difficult to reconcile this bunch. What is the guarantee that these our South brothers will be able to get the job done? Do you want to see them get the job done? And if you say yes, what is your definition of peace? I'm going to ask that question for the opting time, I guess. But what is your definition of peace? I'd like to hear from you. Enough of me talking. Let's go to the phone lines. 19 minutes going past the hour. 0817923 0002, 0817923 0003, and 0817923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306 It's my pleasure. Let's get your thoughts now. WhatsApp 0809 0306 let's see. Remember the Abuja Accord? Okay, so before Akpabio, it was before Akpabio. Okay. Isaiah from Buguma, welcome. Isaiah, what's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Already talked and touched everywhere. You see, all the points I want to raise, you've raised it.
Okay.
Ranging from the people who have in past intervened. Tell me if the like of the former governor and the elders of the state, past Governor Rufus Ada George, and name them the Base, and all of them will not resolve. Now the most respected former golden governor, in terms of responding to the issues, has now fallen out with even the former governor, who said, if in my life I will make or do anything that will bring tears to the others. So you can know that this matter has gone beyond. And the former governor already has also said that he has crossed the line of reconciliation. No more reconciliation. The matter as it were today can only be settled by the court.
All right.
The highest court in the land.
All right. So by the court,
the Supreme Court is the only.
By the court.
Brothers from the south that is about to intervene. See, they should not waste their time.
Okay.
They will only end up receiving insult and blackmail from the former governor.
All right. Isaiah, thank you. Isaiah, thank you very much. We've got to move on. You said from the courts, and that is it. And yes, Victor Obong Attah was, I think, after the military era and the coming of democracy in 1999, was the first governor of Akwa Ibom State. I had to put that one out there. But let's come here. Gift from Yenigua. Welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Canada. Good evening.
Yeah.
Banders, that very thing you're talking about, I saw it. I think Babajide or Tutuju was the one who handled that segment. I followed it up. I'm not surprised because they announced it earlier. But as someone who is from that very ethnicity and a German, I am disappointed with that very setup. I must confess. I am totally disappointed. The person who set up that very body is already compromised. With all due respect, he's our father, great-grandfather. I don't know how to even put the word now. But how can Pa Ike Clark, who is taking side completely, clearly, I don't know what is where is this change coming from? Where is this change coming from? You support, instead of you to call your children.
But Gift, he has taken sides according to you. Could that be the reason why he said, you know what, I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm going to allow you guys go out there, you know, solve this thing for us once and for all. Could that be what Pandef is trying to do?
I don't think so. You as the head of Pandef, the whole of Niger-Delta has that respect for him as a father. I can attest to that. But recently, with his few past actions, my brother, there is no way you will tell me that he has decided to stay one side when he's the one that is calling the shots.
All right.
In Pandef.
All right.
So I'm completely disappointed. There's no need, nothing good will come out.
All right, give nothing.
He's a good man, oh.
All right.
Very good man.
All right, give nothing.
But the person that has set up this body is a biased person.
All right, Gift, thank you very much. Nothing good will come out of this reconciliatory committee. I think I have the answer I need from you. I've got to move on now. It's almost time for the commercial break. After the commercial, it will be time for the headline news. When I do come back, and I will talk some more. Please do stay tuned. It's the bottom of the hour. You're still listening to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kala Dakuratibo. Greetings to you, and it's a pleasure having you on the other side of the radio. Let's read some messages before I go back to the phone line. Asetiko says, please help tell them to have a rest. None of those guys is half close to the political value and respect President Tinubu commands in the life of the two opposing parties, especially the Abuja minister. This matter is beyond them. The only authority we are waiting for now is the Supreme Court or God. What if God is going to use this man? I mean, Victor Attah is amongst the first set of governors talking about this democratic dispensation, is amongst the first or the leader. They are set, right? Tinubu, they are set, like we say in our parlance. Tinubu, they are set. So there's the likelihood he may have some, political strong power to be able to mediate over this situation. But let's come here. This one says, with all due respect to those people on the list, it doesn't matter where they are from or what their reason is. River State problem is a national problem. So I think they can't, because it has gone beyond peaceful reconciliation. If you ask me, this matter should be allowed to be decided by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. That would put to rest all the dust raised in the state. Bright from a chair. But Bright there, don't you have this feeling, or do you have this feeling that I have, that the political crisis will not stop even if we arrive at a final conclusion in the Supreme Court? I feel like whichever way it swings, that's the judgment. The parties will still not rest, as there will be more political strategizing and political fighting and political pulling and pushing and all of that stuff. But anyways, let's move on. This one says, reconciliation moved by Pandev and led by former Governor Obong Attah is a good step and welcome development, because peace is priceless, and without peace no development can stand. For me, at present, I'm not seeing FCT Minister Wike reconciling with Governor Fubara. I want to take Clinton West with that one. And this one says, hello Canada. It's like the Supreme Court judgment may also favor Speaker Martin Ameole. I suspect the either bias group are trying to save the head of the incumbent governor with a political solution. Maybe the handwriting is becoming clearer, hence the sudden change of stance. Christian Potaka. But Christian, you're just preempting the courts. We have to wait. It may not. It may favor. We can't tell, but you have to wait. But this one said, before you set up a committee for reconciliation, have you asked if the persons involved are ready to make peace? Are the committee members peaceful? What is their stance? What have been their statements? We should just let the matter be. That is my advice. Ezekiel Isaiah with that one. All right, let's go to the phone lines now. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. All right, let's get your thoughts and let's talk for development. I've got Susie. Susie is calling me from a Rema community. Let's take a listen to him. Susie, welcome. What is on your mind?
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Well, like I've always mentioned, the alternative peaceful resolution for conflict grinds. It's a long process. For anybody who feels that conflict cannot be resolved, I actually doubt. But raising an eyebrow on the people who are considered this committee and the members of the committee can be separated. Pandev has already played the role earlier before now. Don't forget the issue of the pre and the position of the conflict and the post-conflict, internal and external.
Okay.
Now, we are talking about Supreme Court giving judgment whether for or against. Let's also consider that, like you have raised that question, after the Supreme Court judgment, what becomes of the parties in River State as a people? This is where I believe that the reconciliation move, actually for me, should be a win-win thing. But that the reconciliation will put to stop on the issue that is already in court and changing anything, for me, it will not happen.
All right.
The court will have to decide. But that the people have to live together after the court, after politics, conflict, alternative dispute resolution is one thing that I want to advise I will embark upon. But that PANDEF, led by Edwin Clark, will be who the one to decide on this thing. It's already an error to the committee that is constituted.
Okay, all right. If you say so.
Yes.
If you say so. All right, I've got to move on.
Yes.
I've got Clinton from Bori. Clinton, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Kalada, thank you very much. I, for one, believe that the best solution to this conflict going on in River State is a political solution. It is a political crisis, and the best result for it will be a political solution. Yes, people are saying that it's not possible, but I think it's possible. But again, who are those saddled with the responsibility of solving this problem? The PANDEF, for me, this move they are taking now is a little bit too late.
Okay.
Why am I saying this?
Tell me.
Already, Pa Edwin Clark have made his own position known to everybody. So whatever move is making
but Pa Edwin Clark is not PANDEF, right? He may be in charge, but it's just like you saying the president is Nigeria. The president, is in charge, but it's not 13 million Nigerians.
Kalada, you know what we are talking about here. The president is Nigeria. No matter how you want to sugarcoat it, the president is in charge of Nigeria.
Then why do we have lawmakers? Why do we? I mean, because they also have got a say. Why do we have the judiciary?
He has his own input, sir.
True.
The Pa Edwin Clark is in charge of PANDEF. He is the one that constituted this committee. He gave them the terms and reference, how they should operate. They didn't bring up their own terms of reference.
Interesting.
So I think that it's a little bit too late. But we are praying that the problem bedeviling River State should be solved. The court can give a judgment that can go against or for somebody. But would that end the problem? No. So I think the only solution to this thing will be a political one. But those saddled with responsibility must be apolitical.
Right.
Must not have any selfish interest. Their interest must be for peace and peace alone. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Keep your calls coming in. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello.
Yeah, greetings. Turn up your radio set, please.
Yeah, Promise. Okay, calling from Gukana.
Promise from Gukana. Welcome.
Yeah, the issue of reconciliation at this point, just like other callers have said, I think it's fine if the both parties, I think particularly the governor of the state and the supporters, will accept to the condition that was before the reconciliation. But what I perceive right now is that, as I speak today now, the governor of the state and the supporters look as if they are on advantage because, they hold the knife, the resources is in their hand, and just like the governor has continued to say that he decides what to do, he has, in one way or the other, reconcile, acknowledge one portion of the assembly at the expense of the other. So you look as if he's on advantage. And you agree with me that if there is reconciliation today, and the reconciliation tends to balance the equation, you will see that the supporters of the governors may not actually be happy with that position. The governor, as a person, may wish to accept it, but the pressure that will come from his supporters may make him do otherwise. And that is where people are thinking that it is the court that can actually stand a position.
Right.
And when that happens, the reconciliation can now work around the court's decisions.
All right. Thank you.
Reconciliation coming before the court judgment, it looks
so it should come after, you say. But thank you nonetheless. I've got Anthony calling from Omok. Anthony, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Kalada, good evening. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Welcome.
You see, Kalada, for some time I've refused to comment on this Riverside Black.
Okay.
But as far as this discussion is concerned, I want to plead with our governor. Please, you should look for a way to reconcile with his former boss. Because what I'm saying is because those people that are singing his praise at one point in time did not work for him to become become the governor, you should not forget, charity begins at home. No matter how grief that they have, you should go and look for them one after the other. You should not wait for Supreme Court judgment. Not all of them that are singing for him. Some of them worked against him for him to become governor. But those that are sitting down crying, work day and night, they did not sleep to make sure that he becomes the governor that he is today. Please, you should not wait for somebody to deliver judgment from anywhere that will either favor him or work against him. Please, you should go and look for those people that really work for to become governor. Those are his true friends. I'm not saying that those that are within are his bad friends, but you should look for a way to bring everybody together.
All right, bring everybody together.
That is just so that everybody will be happy at the end of the day. Nobody should feel maligned or sidelined. Everybody should come together. The resources in the university belong to everybody. So you should look for a way to go around. Don't wait for judgment.
All right, Anthony, I've got to go. You shouldn't wait for anybody or everybody, but bring everybody together. But I've got Pius from Yenigua, and Pius will be the last call. Welcome, Pius.
Yeah, good evening, Canada.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Yeah, my take is for this problem in River State, I don't think anybody can settle this problem because the disrespect people call us and the whole world is giving to that respected man is too much.
Okay.
So for me, I don't think anybody can settle this problem because when there was a time Wike said he's open for reconciliation, but after then the people that we expected to reconcile, like somebody like our Papa, said different kind of things. People you respected, people you build houses for. Now it's at this. How do we reconcile?
All right. Buyers have got to go.
How do we reconcile? We don't reconcile with anybody.
Okay.
Because the disrespect is too much.
All right, then. Not reconcile with anybody. The disrespect is too much, he says. But let's look at this one. I think the best idea is for the Supreme Court to decide on the issues. Nothing more. Bakata from Uzwa community. And this one says reconciliation is the way we can bring peace to this situation. I tell you the truth, no one of them would want to shit their sword. Only the Supreme Court judgment will lead to reconciliation from Day Seifa. Okay, I would have to step aside for a bit because we do have a commercial, but when I do return, it will be time for the major news. Please just stay tuned.